straightened my hair, guys. Do you guys like it? People have been asking me like, oh, did you get a perm? I was like, no, I'm a naturalista. Subscribe to my channel, you would know. But you was out here not subscribing to my channel, so you don't know.
Yeah, nah, nah. Oh, yeah, yeah, nah, nah. Razaki for me love, oh. $1 million girl. Now you dey catch my shot, oh.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're in 2017, but today I decided to kind of just have a chit chat video. I want to talk about how I feel about the year and just basically like some things. In my thumbnail of my 2016 recap, I mentioned that 2016 was garbage. It was basically trash of a year. Granted, like, I'm happy that I'm alive and all that stuff, and like every day is not promised, so a whole year of just making it through is such a blessing, and I thank God for that. But in terms of it being my year, I just feel like it just wasn't. For some reason, I just had automatically bad vibes with 2016. I was just like, 2016 is just gonna be a year that just needs to get done with. I know that 2017 is gonna be my year. I just feel so rejuvenated, so refreshed with this new year. I'm just on a new wave for 2017 in terms of like my mental health. 2016, I feel like it was just a year of just excessive efforts, and I just feel like I was just putting so much out and not getting anything back in return. In terms of my academics, I was putting way too much energy. Granted, for my spring 16 semester, I did make Dean's List. That was the first time I've ever made Dean's List in my whole college career, which I'm very proud of myself. But fall semester 2016 was just such a dub. It was such a struggle semester, and I felt like my mental health just wasn't on point. I don't know if a lot of people talk about like mental health, but it's just like my self-care, like I just didn't take care of myself the way I wanted to. I didn't have a lot of me time in terms of mentally just decompressing. I know it sounds selfish, but I'm 22 years old. I'm in my 20s. This is my shelf 20. I want my 2017 to be all about me in terms of like how I can better myself. I am going to still do the best I can with school. I have 2 more semesters of school left. I'm going to try my best, but not necessarily my hardest, if that makes sense. I just feel like sometimes when I try my hardest, I get overwhelmed, and that's when I get stressed and stuff like that, and I just like don't want to put that time into school like that, if that makes sense. Not to sound like a jackass or an asshole. In terms of giving school my all, nah. It's mentally draining. I'm not saying I'm gonna just be out here failing. I do well, yay, but if I don't do well, it's not the end of the world. And sometimes I feel like in previous years with school, I always felt like, oh my gosh, if I didn't do this, it's like the end of the world, and I don't want to put that kind of pressure on me. I am more than a GPA. I am whatever. Stressing over grades is not gonna help my mental health, nah. So that's a no. If someone is not putting energy into your relationship with them or your friendship with them, I don't think there's a point of you basically being the only person to reach out. Reaching out to me, I'm just gonna let it slide, because that means that you don't care about it too much. I'm not gonna keep reaching for things that doesn't want to be reached for. 2016 was just like, relationship goals. 2 french fries next to each other, relationship goals. People are so quick to like jump into relationships, and you don't even know yourself. So it's like, how you gonna cater to someone if you don't even know how to cater to yourself? It happens, sure. It doesn't happen, more time for Ash. I want to just dedicate more time to my channel too, because I love doing this. Like, granted, I just started like 2 seconds ago, but I enjoy this, like this chit chat and talking. My favorite quote is, anything you can imagine is real. I believe that wholeheartedly, honestly. Like for me, I was dead stuck on me making Dean's List. I just imagined my name on it. I imagined them sending me that email to tell me I did it. I imagined looking at my grades with the 3.5 at the end. And that's what I saw. You gotta believe it wholeheartedly and make action towards that goal. With 2017, I'm at this point where it's just literally, it is what it is, and it ain't what it's never gonna be. You can't force the situation. If something's not gonna happen, it's just not gonna happen. If it's gonna happen, it will happen. You don't need to force it to happen. You know, God is the Father of time, so no matter how hard you want something to happen, like, it's not gonna happen if that's not God's time. You just have to get over it. So I just kind of got over it. It took me until 2017 to get that like through my brain. Understand that whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen in God's time, and I have no control over that. Oh, Aaliyah J taught me, don't sweat the small stuff and don't pet the sweaty stuff. I think that's what she said. She said in one of her old videos when her room was like blue and stuff. That stuck with me because it's like people be trying to sweat the small stuff and don't pet the sweaty stuff, because I think it just rhymes or whatever. You cannot be stuck on something you have no control over. No matter how hard I'm in a rush, I can't make that red light turn green. It's just impossible. Unless I just want to speed through the red light, I may or may not get stopped by the police and end up in jail. It might happen, it might not, but no matter how hard I want that red light to turn green, it's physically like out of my power. I have no power to control that, so I can't let that make me feel some type of way. If you have no control over something, you just cannot put a lot of energy to it. If it's something that's not fixable, in most cases, every problem or issue is fixable. You just gotta find the proper solution. If it's a situation where you cannot fix it, like yourself, dead it. Honestly, that's just the most honest truth. Just dead it. In 2017, I am done with putting my faith in people. Because if you put your faith in people, you will be left disappointed. Learn to put your faith in God, because people are valuable. Like, people make mistakes. It's just a thing, and people are emotion-filled creatures. One day they can feel this way about you, and another day they can feel another way about you. Because of the fact that they're emotion-filled creatures and emotions fluctuate, it's not a good idea in terms of if you want a stable faith in someone. Not saying that people are bad or like no one's gonna have your back, but okay, you have your best friend and you're going through something, but your best friend could be going through something too. So as much as you need them, they need you. So you can't rely solely on them to lift you up if they're already down. If your friend was always up, always consistent, and always in a good mood, then maybe you could be like, alright, you know, when I'm feeling sucky, you're like feeling crappy, I'll hit XYZ up, they'll make me feel better. But sometimes XYZ could be up here with their emotions a great day, sometimes they could be in the middle, or they can be completely at the bottom. But the thing with God, he's always up here, because that's the true epitome of consistent. So don't have faith in these people, because people's emotions are fluctuating, so they basically can't really take all their time and energy to focus on you. Wow. If you put your time and energy focusing on God, that will help you. That's something I'm trying to learn how to do. You just gotta understand that people need their space, because people go through different stages and different levels of stability, while God is always stable. But yeah, so that's just basically what I have experienced and learned. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you.
We go right around in your passado.